Good afternoon, everybody. Joseph Sayegh reporting live for Oz Arab Media, and I'm currently joined by a very special guest. Alain Sayegh is the president of the Lebanese Tennis Federation, and he was formerly the general secretary of it from 2016 to 2020. Let's get straight into, I think, a lot of people are here to see. We saw Hady Habib come off an amazing win at the Australian Open last night in one of the qualifying rounds. I just want to know your thoughts on it, not just as a tennis game, but also the larger impact of it, what this means for tennis within Lebanon.
Well, actually, hello, and I want to congratulate Hadi, of course, for this venture so far. It's been four great games for him. It's not about this. It's not about this week. It's about a whole career for Hadi. I was with him for more than 12, 13 years now, and I'm following up very closely with him. He has a great career. What he achieved on a personal level is really huge. For Lebanese tennis is really huge. His individual results are great. All our results with the national team on the Davis Cup level is we went on to the Division One, now to the Group One in the Davis Cup. Now back to Group Two. Now we're playing the playoffs. But he has always been there, Hadi. He has always been having very good results with our second very good player, Benjamin, of course. So it's a great career for him. He passed through very tough moments, very tough years. I know what he went through going back and forth because we don't have the resources in the country to make a very professional player have a certain stability and all the facilities that he needs. He went to the he went to Texas to the college and later on now all year on tour. So it's something really impressive. He's a role model for all Lebanese athletes, especially tennis players.
For sure, I totally agree. And I mean, it speaks volumes to the growth that he's had on social media. Even having him seen when he started this tournament, he only had 5,000 Instagram followers. I mean, you look at his profile as of now, you're looking at around 27,000 Instagram followers.
Wow. Yeah, yeah.
It's been massive. So I just want to drag your attention back a little bit to something you mentioned previously. You spoke on the fact that there's a lot of challenges in terms of growing tennis in Lebanon, in terms of the facilities and stuff. What sort of challenges have you faced personally, and how do you overcome them to scout talent and then grow them to this level where they're able to compete at the Australian Open?
Well, we really have many challenges. Everybody knows what's the situation of the country, especially in terms of security, in terms of we're in a region which is unstable. We cannot plan like for 10 years ahead. We just plan for 1 or 2 years ahead. We never know what happens. But we have this message to do. We are sports people. We like sports. We like to promote our games, and we like to be very active whenever we have this chance. It's been very tough. I've been, as you said earlier, I've been at the general secretary of the federation for 4 years, 2016 till 2020, and now back to the board. I'm the president of the federation. We have a very good vision for the 4 years to come. Whatever we have to do with our professional players, with the young talents, with many things. I think we will talk about it later in the program. But it's really challenging to work in a country like Lebanon. We have very good results as far as junior national teams, men's national teams. We're starting now our ladies national team. Davis Cup results were great. Hadi and Benjamin on tour are having great results. Benjamin was 140, now back to the top 200. Hadi is having his blast now. It's 10 years of work are giving. He's having his results right now, and we wish him all the luck.
Yeah, for sure. So I mean, we've got two pretty big talents in Benjamin Hassan and Hady Habib. How exactly would you guys say that you identify and nurture talent in Lebanon, especially with the limited resources that the nation provides in terms of sport, tennis specifically?
Okay, we have like two things we work on. We always work on the talents in Lebanon, in the existing clubs, with the national coaches, with everybody. We have the JTI program of the International Tennis Federation, which we work on, which going into schools, going into many regions in the country. And now we're setting a new program for the 4 years to come. We have just been elected like 3 weeks ago, and we're putting a very nice program for talents identification all over the country, starting the age of 6, 7, 8 years old, in federated and non-federated clubs, in schools, and everywhere. And we have a second thing we're working on because the Lebanese diaspora is everywhere, all over the world. We have players and talents and real families living abroad, like in Australia, in the States, in Canada, all over Europe, South America. So we have a scouting and talent identification committee, which we're forming now as well, to make sure we can get some good talents living abroad, which are also Lebanese and have Lebanese identifications and passports and everything.
For sure. I mean, it's definitely a very well thought out process. What sort of, I guess, role did it have in growing Hady Habib's kid specifically, even Benjamin Hassan's?
Excuse me, I didn't get it.
What sort of role did these programs have in growing Benjamin Hassan and Hady Habib's careers?
Well, actually, Hadi spent his childhood in Lebanon. He was under the Lebanese program until the age of 12, 13. Then on, he moved to the States. He continued there. He was trained there and continued college. So and later on, whenever he was like 17, I think he was back to the national team, and we built the national team upon Hadi Habib. So all our 10 years program for the national team. Later on, we identified Benjamin, whose father is Lebanese. He was a former Davis Cup player. We got in touch with him, and we paired this great team together. It's been since 2018 that they are playing for the national team. We are being there as much as we can for them, but they are on tour most of the year, so they come to Lebanon mainly for the Davis Cup ties. Hadi's family lives in Lebanon, so he comes more often to the country, and we have the chance to see him more often.
Of course. I mean, like we've mentioned many times already, Hady's career and his growth has been massive, especially within the last couple of days as he's qualified for the Australian Open. What do you see in terms of his victory, the ripple effect that it may have on tennis in Lebanon?
Well, now it's a blast in the country. All social media, all the media is talking about this. We just elected a new president for the country, so now we have like two stories in the country: the presidential election and what had his achievement. So everybody, all the tennis community is very excited. Everybody is talking about it. He's all over the country now, all over the media. So we wish he continues. He has a nice game in the second round against Hugo Humbert. So hopefully he can do a very good result as well there.
So, I mean, you speak on the fact that the energy is high, especially now more than ever with Hady reaching such success within the tennis. What exactly do you guys do to ensure that the more players come out of Lebanon and that this only gets bigger and becomes more commonplace within Lebanon?
Well, we push all our players to continue to go abroad, play abroad as much as they can. Uh, our tournaments, uh, our system, the structure of tournaments and everything is very good. But all our players have to go abroad, play more matches, play with different new players everywhere. So we have two targets. We have our players to play locally in local tournaments, go abroad, play international tournaments as much as they can, mainly the ITF tour, maybe on the Tennis Europe, the ATF, and all this. And we push all our national teams. We make sure to participate in all national team events for all age categories, 12, 14, 16 years old, as well as the Davis Cup team. So we push our players to play locally and internationally as much as they can.
For sure. I mean, like you said, playing internationally would be a huge part of developing any athlete's game, specifically within tennis, where there's just such a broad range of talent worldwide. Have you guys received much assistance from other tennis federations internationally in helping you guys grow specifically?
Well, they don't. We don't have any direct support, but we have very good very good relations with many international federations, especially the International Tennis Federation. We have very good. We're in very good terms. Whatever we ask for, we get it. We have good relation also with neighboring countries and big countries in tennis like Egypt, Tunisia, Turkey, France. So we're working with them very closely to have some good exchanges for players, for chair umpires, for coaches, whatever we can exchange with these neighboring countries and good tennis countries, we will do it.
Of course, I mean, the current trajectory of it all, it only seems like it's going to go up. It's only heading in popular direction. I guess it's in highest demand it's ever been. I just want to ask a quick question about you because you obviously seem very, very passionate about growing tennis worldwide and obviously starting in Lebanon. How did you start off, not just as the general secretary, but also to the position you're at now where you are the president?
Well, it's the passion for the game, nothing else. I'm a tennis player. I used to be a tennis player for my whole life. My children as well were very good tennis player, national team players. It's our passion, and this in the country, it's all. Uh, Nothing in the sports is paid like administration, so we are all volunteers. We like this. We like to help the game. We like to help the tennis community get more players, help everybody, coaches, players, clubs. So it went gradually. I was head of the technical committee for 2 or 3 years before I was general secretary. Then for 4 years we did great when we were from 2016 to till 2020, and then I took some time off, and now back to the federation as president. We have a very good board. Our board is very experienced, very professional. We are all tennis players, 9 members, 9 tennis players. In addition to many people working with us very closely as head of committees. So we hope we can we hope we can make a big change in the coming 4 years, hopefully.
I mean, it's great to see such a big board and such a large amount of support that you guys are currently receiving in terms of growing tennis within Lebanon. Do you see Hady's win and Hady's growth, Benjamin Hassan's development as a tennis player, resulting in better infrastructure and better facilities for tennis players within Lebanon?
Yeah, yeah, of course, and that was my before the Australian Open. I had a long phone call with Hadi, and I'm talking with Benjamin and all other players. We need them to be as much as they can involved in tennis in Lebanon, not just play for Davis Cup. They will be having some time in the country, promoting the game everywhere with uh, with new talents, with junior national teams. So they're gonna be a big plus for this, and this will help a lot in having new infrastructure, having all what we need from sponsorships and TV coverage, media coverage, and all the stuff.
Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, I'm not sure if you caught the game or not, but you would have seen that Hady had a massive Lebanese fan base behind him. There's just a huge Lebanese community within Australia. Do you have any special words you want to leave with the Lebanese diaspora and Hady's fans, especially heading into his next game against Ugo Humbert in the next round?
Yeah, of course. I thank them a lot actually. Yesterday I was like watching Hadi playing at home. It was really amazing. And this spirit that Lebanese fans can give on the court is really huge. We can live it. You can see it. You could see it I'm sure on court. I thank them a lot. I asked them. We don't know which court he will be playing on Wednesday, but as big as the court is, I think I I know there is a big tennis community and Lebanese community in Melbourne. I hope everybody can join. Everybody can cheer Hadi and push him because he needs everything. He likes the crowd. He likes the Lebanese crowd. I know him. He likes to play for his flag and for his country. He always did.
Yeah, I mean, you could just see the way that he was feeding off the crowd. He hasn't lost a set this entire tournament. He's been playing amazing. I mean, it's only going to go uphill from here. He's the best. I'm hoping it just leads to more success. Yeah, it's been massive. I will leave it there. Thank you so much for your time. Obviously, we can see how much you care about tennis, particularly with Lebanon and the growth of it. I mean, it speaks volumes. Just thank you so much.
Thank you.
All the best. Thank you.
Thank you for the interview. Thank you so much.
See you later. Bye.
Bye.